Hey Rick, how you doing? This is Ashley. This is the video I was speaking to your front desk about. I'm excited to make this video for you, and just like I told her, I'm going to keep this video short, sweet, to the point, as I don't want to waste either of our time. So when you're finished watching this video, you have any questions, whatever the case may be, reach out. I'd love to talk some more, and we can kind of take things from there. So I'm just going to start. So the first thing I want to start with is your current website. Now when it comes to having a website, it's about how user-friendly it is, how easy it is to navigate, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your site. So what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your website, they're not wanting to have to read and dig throughout your entire website to figure out what services you're offering, if you're located near them or not, and how they can get a hold of you. So what we like to do in all of our websites is have all that information provided right from the start without them having to even scroll. So looking at your current website, I do like how you have your services all in drop-down menus. That makes your site that much more user-friendly. But what I would suggest is to have a click-to-call phone number somewhere right here at the start of your website. And what that is for is it's great for client conversions. And then the other thing I would suggest having is having a form submission option maybe over here, or making this a lot smaller and putting it over here somewhere right from the start. And what that does is it caters to the opposite type of people that don't want to talk on the phone. They might be at work still and they can't talk on the phone. So we need to make sure that we have multiple ways for people to get a hold of you for the services you're offering. And as of right now, you don't have many options. So you're missing out on a lot of business just based on that alone. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the overall look, feel, aesthetic, user friendliness of your website. Your site is not very user friendly, and that definitely hurts with somebody choosing you. Now, as far as the looks and everything goes, looks do play a huge role when it comes to, your actual customers, but as far as Google, it's more so what is behind your website. We want to focus on every single aspect. That way you have the best odds, But as of right now, the looks are a little outdated in my opinion. So scrolling on down, the next thing that I want to talk about is your content. Now when it comes to content, the more the better, because Google can only read. So in order to be considered an authority, we want at least a minimum of 2,000 keyword-rich content. And what that means is basically if we were to decide to start working together, I would go do competitive keyword research based on your competitors. I'd find the keywords that we know are going to bring you and your company more business, and that's based on those keywords bringing your competitors business already. We take those keywords, send them out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically place those keywords throughout the content that they're writing. And those keywords are very important because they're what people type into Google to find the services that you offer. And if you don't have those keywords, then you're not going to show up, and then you're missing out on all that business. So looking over here at your competitor, right here are one of your competitors, and I say one of your competitors because you have many different competitors, as any other business owner does, all across Google. I could type in plumber with an S and you could have completely different competitors, and you do have completely different competitors, but this video would be very long, so this is just to give you an idea of what's out there business-wise. So coming over and taking a look at your competitor, we can just see that their website, even though it's still not the greatest, it's more updated than what you guys currently have. They have their click-to-call phone numbers, they have all their services and drop-down menus, and then they have a little bit more content than what you guys currently have. That's how they're currently outranking. That's how they're currently outranking you. Now coming over here, I'm just going to break down Google for you based on this search that I did here. So the first section we can see are the ads. If you're not familiar with Google Guaranteed Ads, basically Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage in terms of money. Now the conversion rate for these are pretty high, and that's great for you because, as I'm sure you're well aware, when somebody calls you, they're more prone to actually making a purchase rather than filling out like a form submission option like I was talking about earlier. Now don't get me wrong, form submission options all have their own conversion rates, but that's just that. So the next part of Google is the Google My Business section, and this is a very important section to want to be in, as are any parts of Google. Because remember how I said earlier, some people some people come to your website just to call you, while other people come to message you. That's the same thing with Google. Some people come just to strictly go to the ads, other people strictly want to go to the organic section, and so on and so forth. So if we have you in all those spots for all those keywords you want to be found for, you have the highest odds, right? So in order to get ranked in this section, because as we can see, you're not currently ranked there, it requires a few different things. Some of those being having citations, posting on your GMB listing weekly, reviews, geotagged pictures. There's a lot that goes into this area, but again, it's a very important section to want to show up in. Now the last section I'm going to go over with you in Google is the organic section. It directly deals with your website. Now in order to get ranked in this section, it requires having the most relevant backlinks. Now keep that in mind because I'm going to touch base on this in a little bit. But as I scroll through on this first page of Google, we do not see you. I actually found you guys on the fourth page of Google, which nobody's going below these top 3, sometimes top 4, maybe 5, let alone the second, third, or for you, the fourth page of Google. So we need to make sure we're getting you on this first page of Google here. And how we do that is we come to a paid resource I pay monthly for. We're currently looking at your guys' stats. Now, the UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. This goes all the way up to a 100. You're currently rated a 6. The backlinks that you guys have, they're only rated a 2 out of a 100, and that tells me the backlinks you guys have are not relevant, they're spammy, they're weak, and they could be negatively affecting your rankings in Google. That is why I said earlier we want the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. So because of all this, you're only getting 26 people to your website each and every month. This is a per month number, keep in mind. Now don't get me wrong, 26 is better than 0, but what I'm saying is compared to your competitors, it's nowhere near what you should or could be getting based on them. And again, I'll show you that here in a minute. So if we take a look at where exactly this traffic is coming from, we can see that it is from Pro Plumbing Services, which is basically your guys' own name, which is word of mouth traffic, which is people who already know about you, people who've been with you and they already know about you. We want to target the people who are new to the area, who don't know about you guys. We want to get new people in the door. Don't get me wrong, those reoccurring people are great for a constant, flow of cash, but we want to get the new people in the door. So if we come over and take a look at your competitor, we can see their stats are not very good at all. But look at that traffic that they're getting every month. That is 320 people that you guys could be getting and that these guys are getting. And keep in mind, this is just one of your competitors. So if we take a look at where they're getting that business from, we can see that 450 people are typing Plumbers Tampa and 60 of them are directly going to their website. This is all business that you are missing out on from not having what you need. And we don't expect business owners to know this. That's why we take the time to make these videos before even moving forward and then making sure we're a good fit, so on and so forth. But it's exciting to be able to make these videos to show you guys that there is more out there. And it literally just takes you wanting to take your business to the next level in order to get you there, because we handle the rest. But you see what you're currently getting versus what you could be getting based on just one of your competitors alone. And that's really all I have for you. I wanted to keep this nice and short, sweet, to the point, and full of information. I hope I didn't overwhelm you. Again, if you have any questions at all, please reach out. I'd love to talk some more in general, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great one, Rick. Bye.